Okay, hello everyone. This is Oblivion Remastered, and I just wanted to make this video. I'm just gonna just go around the map and explore and stuff. I've already completed this game, and this is a really good game. I like the original Oblivion. I like this remaster. It's really good. So I made another video on this, like when I first started my YouTube channel, and uh, I got all the achievements. Um, I got all the achievements in this game. Oblivion is a pretty simple to get all the achievements in this game. So I have all the achievements, on Xbox for the original Oblivion DLCs and for this remaster. I don't have the deluxe edition for this game. I just have the uh, just the just the regular version. Just because the deluxe edition, I wasn't really interested in some of the extra quests and content. Um, but yeah, I really like Oblivion. It's really good. I've always liked the Elder Scrolls. Haven't played them all, but I've played Oblivion. First the original, the remaster, and I've played Skyrim, and I like all those games. And so yeah, I'm just gonna just do some exploring and stuff in this video. Um, and yeah, because the only content I have left to do in this game, here in my quest log, I've got some player home stuff, and just some other side quests. I got some side quests for Shivering Isles, and um, yeah, just some other side quests and stuff. And I'd have to go Google, um, I'd have to go Google some of the other content I have left to do. But it's pretty much exploration, some player house stuff, and then just like some DLC side quests and some vanilla game side quests. So I'm not gonna be doing any of those right now. I'm just gonna go just explore around and stuff. And so yeah, let us start playing. And yeah, this is really cool. This is on my this is this is a Series X and S game. Um, and yeah, this is on my Samsung S24. So yeah, this is on remote play on my phone, and yeah, it's really cool that with Xbox and how they've made remote play and everything. It's really cool that you can have I think you need like a newer phone to run all the games, but a Samsung S24 is a pretty new phone. And yeah, this is a Series X and S game, so it runs really well, which is really nice. So in the future when I play other games, I'm able to run Series X and S games on my phone. So that is really cool. Um, and yeah, this is really nice. So this is the first, you know, I guess modern game, like the latest technology um, for this setup that I'm using. So it runs really cool. So yeah, I've already completed, like I said, everything in the game, and this is just my character, and I'm just wearing kind of a stealthy character. Um, got like one-handed. I have a bow. I have a dagger. I got flare, heal minor wounds, clairvoyance, and then blink. So, um, oh, that just unequips it. So yeah, I don't. Let's see what else. There's quests. I don't have too much magic. I didn't do a lot of magic on this character. Inventory. Here's my character. Just so Nord warrior agent. I'm level 17, and just kind of got just some random stats and stuff. Just some skills and stuff, and I've become I've completed all the quests and everything. Um, just some statistics here. You can zoom out with my character. Just some statistics. Um, so yeah, just some different type of statistics here. Um, but yeah, that's kind of cool. And inventory, I just have a whole bunch of. I don't have too much space to pick some stuff up. I got 31,000 and 31,000 and 312 gold. Um, and yeah, this was just kind of I just made this character so I could just do all the content, but this was mainly just kind of a, using a bow and a dagger and a one-handed weapon and some magic and just doing a lot of stealth and stuff. But I don't have the best gear. I got some like unique weapons and stuff, but I don't have the best gear. Same with armor and stuff. Um, just some random stuff, and I can switch between stuff. So yeah, that's really about it for. I mean, what else is there really? Just some alchemy, miscellaneous books and items. So yeah, and then I've got a couple owned player owned houses. I did like a couple. Never upgraded them or anything. Just like did a couple quests, but I still have some other ones to do. And then I just have this house I just used as my main house. I always like the loading screen of this game, but I didn't upgrade much here. I got a bed and just got a chest there where I store all my stuff. So that's really about it. And then fireplace. I think that's part of the house, but yeah, really cool lighting with this fireplace and everything. And yeah, I got like a drawer over there, and just that's about it. I didn't buy much. Other drawer here. But yeah, I was never really too into the player-owned houses in this game. I think all the quests and stuff are cool. I haven't done them all, but um, when I played the original Oblivion and when I played this, I did find, I did find, the player-owned house is cool and stuff. And yeah, the there we go. Going into sneak mode. Kind of have to be. These have the animations of like these are kind of like Starfield animations. If anyone's played Starfield, I played Starfield quite a lot. I haven't played it in a while, but um, Bethesda wanted like kind of Starfield level animations, so they're kind of similar. The sprinting in this game looks really weird though. Mind you, the first one had weird sprinting too, but so yeah, let us so yeah, it's really all I did is I just like started playing this character, and then I just like I got the achievements and stuff, got all the achievements, and then just started doing all the main story and the factions and the DLC. I just bought this house, and then I just got the gear I wanted to, and just like kind of leveled up my character, and um, yeah, I just completed all the content I wanted to, and then now I'm playing this again. So in the future, I'll probably in the future I can make some more videos on this, just like doing some side quests and stuff. In the in the Shivering Isles area, and also just in the vanilla game. But for this video, I'm just gonna go exploring and stuff. I'm also underwater here. It's really cool. So I do have some boots I can walk on water, but you got the animations. You can see you got the animations and stuff. So it does look pretty cool. And you can kind of go faster underwater. I don't think you can go faster. I think maybe. Yeah, I don't think you can go faster in the water. That's okay. So yeah, really cool. So, well, that was another thing I found really weird. When I played Starfield, you can't go underwater in Starfield. So in Starfield, you can just, in Starfield, you can just kind of like there's no underwater stuff in Starfield. So like in Starfield, you could just kind of like, um, you can just like swim like this in Starfield, but like you can't go under in Starfield. So, in this game and all the other Bethesda games, you go to the water and stuff. But I just found that a weird design choice for Starfield, because I remember when I seen the marketing for Starfield, I thought that, they were going to have like, a lot of underwater stuff. But in Starfield, you just kind of you could like swim in the water, and that's about it. You can't go in the water, like you can't go underneath the water, and there was no like underwater vehicles or anything. So I'm glad that in all the other Bethesda games you can like swim under the water and stuff. But again with Starfield, there is lots of mods out there for Starfield, but in Starfield, no one. I guess you'd have to change the physics and stuff, but there's no swimming in Starfield, and I'm assuming that's just because of the limitations of the probably the creation engine and the design of the game. There are physics in video games, you know. Todd Howard has talked about that before. In a lot of his interviews, you know, there are limitations with some of their Bethesda games. And even with new developers, there's some limitations with some of the, how did I even open that? The D-pad is how I do that. Okay. And then that's the map. Which one's the map? Okay, the map is down. Okay. But yeah, you know, video games do have some technology limitations, but that's okay. But, um, you know, like Fallout 4 had some physics problems. You know, Skyrim, you know, had some tech issues, I think. Um, but you know, lots of updates to these games. They don't update Oblivion Remastered though anymore. They don't update this game anymore. So it'd be cool if they did update this game anymore. But there was like two big patches I think for the game. They just kind of moved on, but the game does work fine. But yeah, I think it's one of the fun parts of this game is like kind of like it still is like a Bethesda game. I know Virtuous Games made them, but it still is a, you know, it's using the Gamebryo engine from. It's using the Gamebryo engine. Also, on this one, I'm just playing on like novice difficulty or the easiest difficulty here. That's how I've played this. Most of when I play Bethesda games, I always, even other RPGs, I always play on the easiest difficulty. But yeah, like this is running with the Gamebryo engine from I think Oblivion, and then Unreal Engine 5 for the just two game engines running. But yeah, it does work. But again, it still has that, you know, that Bethesda charm. So it's still, this game still plays like Skyrim, plays like Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. You know, kind of like those games. Maybe a little bit kind of like Fallout 4, kind of a thing. Um, but it does. I don't need to loot or anything. But yeah, it does. It does work good, and it looks really good. So you know, it's still like playing the original Oblivion, but just with like a lot of updates. So yeah, really cool, and the animations and everything are good. So I've got a lot of the map markers unlocked, but I just like walked around doing these. I didn't really like explore all of them, so I don't really know where to start exploring. Um, look for like a cave or something. I haven't played this in a while, so I don't really like remember. You got the Daedric Shrines. I've done a couple of those quests. I think it was up here. I haven't done much exploration. It was like up, I think around this way. Um, let's see. That's a castle. That's one of the player-owned houses I have. We could go there, check that out. I didn't upgrade or anything, but I did do that quest. So I think that's the only player-owned house quest I've done so far. But oh, sorry, that's just my controller vibrating. But yeah, this is a cool place to do this quest. So yeah, these are just bandits and stuff, or marauders, or whatever. But yeah, you get this like whole castle to yourself. So really cool. And yeah, I haven't done any upgrades or anything, but you know, you unlock a lot of cool stuff here. I don't think some of these. I don't think Oblivion has like. Yeah, this doesn't have as many features as Skyrim, but it does have its own. You know, same as the original Oblivion. But yeah, just gonna go in here quickly, and then from there I'll just like go find some places to explore. But yeah, if you customize a lot of this stuff, and I think you can get. I think there's even some followers and stuff in here that you get, like, you know, they're not very interesting, but I think you get some generic followers. But yeah, I haven't put anything in here, but this is really cool. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of rooms and stuff, and it's pretty interesting. Let's go upstairs quickly. And yeah, just like different rooms, bedrooms. Um, I think there's also like in this place there's like some secret entrances and stuff. I know it's other player-owned houses. There's like portals you can use. I think in some of these there's some secret entrances, and also if you play Oblivion, you do the content and stuff. Like as you play certain quests and stuff, you can, there's different secret entrances and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna go in these. Just goes like to other parts of the castle, and from there you can like customize your stuff. But like just bedrooms and stuff. But yeah, there's definitely like some secret, cool secret areas and stuff, and just the game itself, and um, like you'll find like a trap door in the roof or something. You can go up there. Sometimes a certain quest, like these pillars, you could press activate on them, and there's like a secret entrance, and um, just gives this game more replay value. Like lots of different ways to play the game, ways to level up, and yeah, really cool. Only thing in this game though too the original was like a little bit better was the repair system. So if anyone's played if you played the Fallout games like Fallout 3 and New Vegas, Oblivion has a similar kind of repair system. It's just like a medieval system. But in this game, I noticed the durability um, and the durability in this game, like things you always have to repair your stuff. So you can just go to an NPC or get repair kits. But in this game, the remaster, things degrade a lot quicker. Whereas I found in Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and the original Oblivion, things didn't degrade as fast. So that's definitely an improvement in the originals of those kind of games. But it's if you're playing this game, it's like there's lots of durability. You just like have to have money and stuff or repair kits, and um, you know just be able to repair your stuff as you play the game. But yeah, that's one thing the original was better at. In this game, there's like just the durability has changed. Also, I noticed though too in the original Oblivion, I did the whole game. I got all the achievements, and like I said, getting the achievements in Oblivion is very simple. You just do the main quest and the faction quests, and you just get the achievements. It's not difficult to get the achievements in this game. You just have to do all the content that unlocks achievements. You get the achievements. But in the original one, when I first played Oblivion, got all the achievements. In the vanilla game DLC, I was a vampire, and I played the whole game as a vampire, and it worked and everything. But in this game, you can still be a vampire. But I just found in this game it's more difficult to be a vampire. So it's not as easy as like Skyrim is very easy to be a vampire and stuff with all the updates to that game. And the original Oblivion, I've played through Skyrim as a vampire, and I played through the original Oblivion as a vampire, and it was good. It was fun. You could play the whole game like this. But just like I noticed, like in this game, like just some of the remastered changes, like it's just kind of difficult to be a vampire. You can still be a vampire and stuff, but it's just I found it more difficult. You'd have to play the game yourself and become a vampire, but it just kind of seemed the vampire thing was changed with the remaster. But yeah, so yeah, just I talked about the vampire thing, but it is easier to be a vampire in other games, other Elder Scrolls games. Um, you go on other YouTube channels out there have like some Oblivion remastered vampire content, but most if you play this remaster, I recommend just like pick whatever race and build you want, and you can just play the game. But you do have to just the changes to the vampire. It's just much different. The whole you have to feed all the time, and the day and night cycles, and avoiding you know burning in the light and stuff. It's just kind of it's just different in the remaster. Um, so yeah, I don't think you could probably play this game as a vampire, but it would just kind of be probably a bit difficult. So, but yeah, this game, the voice acting is really good. Talking to characters and stuff is good. The facial animations and everything. Lip syncing is pretty good, and yeah, it is just fun. So, really cool sky. Like in Skyrim, you have all like those different sky features. Like in Oblivion's kind of got some of that. So really nice. Frame rate for this game. Depends on what you're playing, but 30 to 60 frames per second. And I think it's, again, depending on what settings you have, what platform you're playing on. 1080p to 4K. So yeah, it's got all the modern, visuals and frame rates, which is nice. And yeah, just cool stuff. So so yeah, let's try to find somewhere to go. I just haven't played this in a while, so I don't really remember. Some of these are like, I've been to most of these places, but like actual exploring. That's one thing though too, is that in this game, I do find the exploration, because when Oblivion was made, they were just like, they went from, yeah, it was like, I think it was Morrowind, yeah, Morrowind, Oblivion, Fallout 3. I think that's how they developed those games. But those are the games that's how they developed them. Like they went from Morrowind to Fallout 3 to Oblivion. But yeah, just at the time, the exploration in this game, it's not as good as like Skyrim. And this game, I would describe it. The exploration is pretty similar to like Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I would say that's how the exploration kind of works. Like you do have a lot of kind of like hills and trees and stuff, but like a lot of the places are very similar. They reuse the same graphics and the same assets and stuff, and things kind of like look similar. There's definitely some unique stuff out there, but just like exploring around and stuff, a lot of places are just, there's not much going on. You just kind of like level up and sneak around, or just attack different enemies and stuff. There's monsters and stuff in caves, and there's those elven ruins. I think they're called Aelid ruins. There's those, and yeah, it's the exploration is still fun, but it's not as good as something like Skyrim or Fallout 4 had. I think Fallout 4 had okay exploration, but I think Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I think like just this game has like a lot of unique stuff. I like that about Bethesda games, like all the unique weapons and armor and stuff. That's always cool. So I think Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Oblivion and Skyrim have probably like the best kind of exploration for their time, I think. But I did notice, like, coming back playing this remastered, there's not a lot going on exploration wise. It's still, once you play the game and stuff, like, there's lots of stuff to do, but it is not as good as some of the other games. And compared to other companies that make other RPGs, there's better exploration there. But yeah, let's go. There's like a snow area. Maybe I could show up the snow here. Some of the snow graphics. I know Skyrim had a lot of snow, and I thought the snow in this game looked pretty good. And yeah, just some of the, if there is snow here. This is just a random area. Where would the snow be? Probably up here. I think Cloud Ruler Temple has snow, maybe. Let's see. Oh, yeah, another thing about this game. Yeah, here's some of the snow. Looks really good. I think it's about as good as Skyrim snow, I think. So it's pretty good. But yeah, just another thing about, if you've never played Oblivion, the main quest I think is really good, but parts of the main quest, you can skip a lot of the Oblivion gates and stuff. I don't know about the original. In the original, I just did all the Oblivion gates. I closed them all. But in this remaster, I just like skipped most of them and just did the main story ones. Then you just complete the main story that way. But it's some of the Oblivion gates are just not that fun. That's why you just like go like kind of like do these, just kind of like this. It's almost like a mini quest. You go into the Oblivion gate and then you just like kind of go through all these different areas, and you just have to go to the top of this like portal thing and like remove this kind of orb looking thing, and it closes the portal. And it's just not that interesting. It is kind of cool, but in this remaster you can skip that though. You just do the main quests, but in the original I don't know, because I just closed all the Oblivion gates. But it's part of the main quest. Like you close these Oblivion gates, and then you get allies to help you in the main quest. So that's just part of the game and the missions and stuff. But you got snow like on your armor and stuff, which looks really cool. So do you think the snow? Um, I think the snow in this game is good. So yeah, really cool. And yeah, let's just go find a place to explore. Actually, I think this is another player-owned house I have, and this one's kind of cool. Um, so I have done another player-owned house. Yeah, this is a player-owned house, which is really cool. Unlocked this a while ago, and then let's go. Yeah, after that, then we'll go just like find a place to explore and stuff, and then it'll kind of be it for this video. Um, yeah, really, again, more snow features. Um, the draw distance in this game, it's all right. It's pretty good. But it's you still have good graphics and stuff. You can still see far. And yeah, I haven't done any upgrades or anything here. And but yeah, you do like controller. This game has like a lot of controller vibrations. A whole bunch of stuff you could do here. I haven't done this, but some altars and I think magic and stuff. There's the vault, and then let's go to the living area. Let's check that out. And yeah, do more upgrades here, and you can just upgrade. You got like a garden and everything. And yeah, looks kind of cool. You can, I think just certain stuff grows, I think. And yeah, so let's see, the main level. If it's this one, let's do this first. This other one, there's like at the top, there's all these portals and stuff you unlock. I think it might be the vault. If not, we'll go through the other portal. This is the vault. So I don't really know what you do in here. I think you have to go and I think you have to go to NPCs and buy stuff and upgrade. I haven't done that, but this is another vault area, and you can upgrade all this stuff at an NPC. So yeah, haven't done that, but okay, let's see. I think it is through. Gotta go to the living area, and then you go to the other portal, and I think it's this one, and then this is a cool player home. You get all these portals, and you just teleport around real quick. And another animation there. I think it's here. I think it might be through that metal door. Yeah, it's that metal door. But here's just the top area. So some cool animations and stuff. And I think this might be some Dwemer stuff, maybe, or maybe it's for another part of the lore or something. But I think like Skyrim had a lot of Dwemer stuff. I think that might be some Dwemer things, but just part of the lore. And oh yeah, here it is. And then you can just use all these portals, and it goes to all the different types of the mages guilds. So that's really cool. I'll go through one of these here, and yeah, it just goes through all the mages guilds. So let's go to the Arcane University, and yeah, once you unlock this player-owned house, you can just go here, and then yeah, it just spawns you in an area near there. Use these teleporters, so you can't go back. You have to go back to that house, but that is it is really cool. And another cool thing about this is the the cities and stuff look really cool in this game. So this is the Imperial City, but show off some of the graphics here. But it's really, really well done, I think. Got the cool bridges and stuff, and oops. Okay, didn't die there. But yeah, really cool bridges and stuff. See if I can run back up there. I'm not too sure if I can. There's probably another door over here. It's fine. Really cool over there. Just so yeah, this is better draw distance than when there was the snow. And I think there's a other thing up here. Let's see. So I can just teleport there. I have no idea. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, just wanted to get to like big part of the city. And then oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, just really well done city. You know, in the original Oblivion it looks good too, but this is very, very well done as a city. That's one thing I liked about playing this game was like just going to all the different cities and stuff, and it was just really cool. Just really, really interesting. Um, so yeah, obviously there's different types of aesthetics for all the different cities, but it is cool to, you know, check all of them out. You know, and then there's other parts of the. You can not going to go to all of them, but there's you can teleport around. Like there's like the arena. Or was that like that magic guild I was at, the Garden District? You know, there's right here. There's the Market District and the waterfront stuff. That's where my house is. Here's the arena, and yeah, just really cool stuff. And there's shops and player, NPCs and stuff, and just go buy your gear and everything. It's really cool. So yeah, let's just find a cave or something just to go explore. I think there's one right by. Let's just go in. This is right by my house. I haven't been in here, so I'll just show an example of like a, place to explore. um, but so yeah, this is by my house over there, and yeah, let's just show off. I don't know if there's any enemies in here. Just show off some stealth or something. I've already showed like some with the dagger and stuff. So, but here's the sneak. When you have that thing, it's like the eye thing. It's like that was in Skyrim too. And yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's tripwire. I don't know if I can disarm it. Just activate it. Okay, yeah. So it has like the same. There is some exploration here. And I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, some places have vampires and stuff. You gotta kind of be careful. So if you become a vampire, like you don't turn into a vampire right away. I don't have the best stealth here. Let me show off. Let's get this sword out and then show off some magic. So, just like some flame stuff. And then, there we go. You could block like this. And, yeah, if you become a vampire, you have to go to like those altars and stuff. It's like Skyrim, you have to just lockpick and stuff. I don't need those things. You, you go to an altar or whatever, a shrine, you could just pray and then you don't become a vampire unless you want to become a vampire. So that was some magic and stuff. I got this here. I can go invisible. I have other equipment like you go invisible quickly. So that's kind of cool. That's another Elder Scrolls games. And yeah, you go invisible. I have some other equipment and stuff, and you're always invisible. So different equipment upgrades and stuff. Let's show off the bow. So we're gonna do a sneak attack, but it doesn't matter. So this is the bow. And we're just kind of here. Let's see if I can go visible then. It worked. Invisible. So yeah, this game, the stealth is okay. I think Skyrim has better stealth, and Skyrim with mods and stuff has way better stealth. But this is still, here's some like kind of stealth gameplay. So, this stealth depends on your level, but the stealth in this game is still fun. And the original Oblivion had pretty good stealth too. The lock picking in this game is not as good as Skyrim. You kind of just have to like, I have the skeleton key, which is in Skyrim too. But it's here I'll show it off right here. So I have the skeleton key, so it won't break. But what you would do, you got to kind of go like this, and then you have to get it to stick. So use the thumbstick and press A, get it to stick, and then sometimes your lockpicks break and stuff, and then you see it goes back down. And yeah, there's more difficulty with other locks and stuff. You're just trying to get them to stick. So yeah, if you're used to playing Skyrim, the lockpicking in this game is a bit different, but you just like kind of do that until you continue to get it. And you kind of have to try different ones too, see? You can also just press auto attempt, which will break your lockpicks, but if you have the skeleton key, it doesn't break them. So this is the mini game, and then I'm just going to press auto attempt, and it just opens it for you. And if you just do the mini game, then it'll open. But that's I still invisible. I am still invisible. This game does have some graphical glitches and stuff. Like sometimes like you look invisible, or certain animations don't work properly and stuff. So you always just like reload your save, just save and reload it, and you'll be fine. And yeah, it's like a healing spell. And yeah, so let's just show up some archery and stuff. Let's just show off. This is a really powerful sword. So yeah, that is cool. Those are like insects or something. But yeah, this is kind of how exploration is in this game. You just kind of go to these areas and just kill some enemies, whether it's like, enemies or goblins or whatever. It just very similar design, and a lot of the. Let me show off some stealth here. A lot of very similar design. Might need to use blink. There is also. Oh, they're gonna see me anyways. So yeah, the stealth is not the best. I do have, like I said, I got other equipment. I can be visible all the time. I have one, and it's like night vision. Like if you're a Khajiit, you have that night vision power. If you're Argonian, you can breathe underwater. It does similar stuff like that. I could show it off here in a sec. So let's see. I don't even know what it would be called. I think this water breathing. This is an item I found, but here I'll show this off. So yeah, this is how the night vision is. Now this is an item, so I can breathe underwater and stuff. And this is how the night vision looks in the game. So it does work. And I have one. Yeah, this is the one. It's a ring I got. And then, because I have the helmet on, so this one you're just like always invisible. So you can mix and match your gear, or if you're playing as a certain race, like you'd have a power to use it quickly. But the gear is better because it's like always kind of there. These boots of the calming sea, I can go water walking. And yeah, there's this one, which is just. Here, let me put my hood back on. And the Ring of Night Eye. I think I just found this somewhere. But instead of wearing that hat or that helmet, you just have Night Eye. So it's pretty cool. And I think that's kind of it for this dungeon. I'm gonna go show off the water walking though, quickly. And yeah, so kind of cool. I think, I have no idea. I think I was wearing this. Okay, yeah, so I'm not having those other effects or anything. Okay, let's just go back. I'll show those water walking boots. They were in the original too, which is really cool. And let's see. Just get out of here. I could explore more. I'm not sure if that's just the whole cave, whatever. But this is just an example. Like you go to temples, caves, and stuff, and it's just kind of very similar to each other. And that's just how the game is. So, because this game, remaster came out recently, but it's based off the original. So, it's a remaster. It's going to be like the original, but that's but yeah, it's the design of the levels is just kind of there's just not too much going on with exploration. In their other games, they improve on exploration. So, here, just past it. The other ones are just stuff. Here they are. So yeah, if you're wearing, obviously with my outfit, it doesn't really work, but now I think it's part of a quest. I found these, but I had these in the original too. I think there's also potions and spells you can make. It's kind of cool. There's like spell crafting in this game. I know Morrowind had that. I've never played Morrowind, but I think you can. Morrowind had like some of the more cool complex systems, but this game has still some really cool complex systems like crafting and making spells and everything and different enchantments and everything. But yeah, you can walk on water. So that is pretty cool. And so yeah, it's really going to be about it for this video. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video and just explore like a bit and just talk about the game. And yeah, it is, I like this game. And it's definitely a lot of fun. So yeah, let's just put some other stuff back on. There we go. So that is see like there's like an animation there, like the colors, and then sometimes you do have to like kind of reload your save to get rid of that sometimes. That makes any sense? Unless I'm wearing something I shouldn't be. Maybe it just takes a little bit. But, just, let's see, animation-wise. Obviously, when you equip stuff, it does get those, like, kind of player effects. See, and then there, it disappeared. So just equipped something, and then you use something else, then you're just back to your character model. So there are some bugs and glitches with some of the stuff in this game, but it's still a good game, and the updates did help this game. So, yeah, this is definitely a fun game. So, I want to make this video on it, and yeah, I might make some more Oblivion remastered videos in the future. Maybe doing some side quests and stuff. But I don't really have. I just have like, some exploration and stuff. But a lot of the places to explore are kind of similar. So I don't really want to make videos on those. But I could always make in the future like some videos, like maybe doing some other player-owned house quests, like just unlocking them. Not gonna upgrade them or anything, but do some more player-owned house quests. And maybe some side missions from the vanilla game, and then also Shivering Isles. So I'm not gonna make those videos right now, but I could always make some more Oblivion videos in the future. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. So just want to make this video, and back to my quest log here before I finish the video up. So yeah, I got like a couple. I got some Shivering Isles side quests. I got some other side quests. I remember I did look on the wiki, or just like on Google. I don't have many side quests left. I have like a couple. So maybe I'd find some interesting side quests. Like maybe this Goblin Trouble one. Just like a bit of dialogue, some combat. So in the future, maybe like a video on that. But the other side quests I have left are pretty. Some of the Shivering Isles ones are kind of interesting. Like some of these ones are okay. But the content I have left is really just player owned houses, exploration, collecting more loot and stuff, making more gold, and then just upgrading player houses and side quests and stuff and exploring. So, I'm not going to make too many videos on Oblivion Remastered, but I did want to make this video on it, and um, yeah, this was a fun video to make, and yeah, I mean, there's like the Nirnroot quests and stuff like that. So I really don't have much. I haven't played this game in a while because just there's not much for me to do. But um, I made my when I first started my YouTube channel, I made an Oblivion Remastered video, and I'm making this video, and then I might make a couple other videos, like I said, like just some side quests and play our own houses and stuff, and Shivering Isle side quests and a couple vanilla quests from the vanilla game. But still, I got a bit more content to do, and yeah, this was fun to make, and just want to make this video and just talk about the game and just like explore a little bit and play a bit of the game, and yeah, this was it's like a lake over here. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Um, so yeah, I'll upload this video to YouTube at some point, and then um, you know um, maybe make a few more videos on this in the future. But I'm not going to play this game too much anymore, just because I've already completed it. Um, so yeah, I'll have to like look up on uh, just the lighting and stuff here is really cool. Yeah, I'll have to look up on Google or something what quest would be interesting for videos. Um, but like with doing YouTube and stuff, I just make the videos that I like to make, and then when I move on from a game, I just move on to the next game, and then play that game and upload videos of the next game or whatever game that I'm playing. So that's just how YouTube works. That's how video games work too. You just play some games, and then you just move on to other games. So that is that's how video games work. Some games though are fun to replay and stuff, but normally with most people that play games, are you just buy the games that you like and you just play them, and that's the fun of video games. So okay, yeah, so that'll be it for this video. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.